Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Here we are archiving some wisdom. This is the Stash Pod. My name is Stash, and I'm reading from this powerful book, Think and Grow Rich. I just wanted to read to you a passage from the first chapter, The Power of Thought. This passage goes as follows. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. When the English poet W.C. Henley wrote the prophetic lines, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul, he should have informed us that the reason we are the masters of our fate, the captains of our souls, is because we have the power to control our thoughts. He should have told us that the ether in which this little planet floats, in which we move and have our being, is a form of energy moving at an inconceivably high rate of vibration, and that the ether is filled with a form of universal power which adapts itself to the nature of the thoughts we hold in our minds and influences us in natural ways to transmute our thoughts into their physical equivalent. That's just it. We are masters of our fate. What is this ether? Let's first talk about the ether. He says the ether in which we move and have our beings. What is this? Could it be the spirit of source? Could it be the spirit of God? The spirit of God flowing through all of creation? Because he created it and he put his spirit through all of it. It is this same ether that vibrates at an inconceivably high rate. You can't even conceive how fast. It's faster than the speed of light. It's thriving with life, with power, with so much animation that nothing is still. So this ether, it says, it's filled with a universal power. It is filled with a ability to do work. That's what power is. And it adapts itself to the nature of the thoughts we hold in our minds. So now let's talk about the nature of thoughts that we can hold in our minds. We thank God for our minds, Our minds perceive of thoughts. And in our minds, thoughts arise. All we have to do is take our free will and engage our free will in stimulus that triggers positive thoughts. That triggers a snowball of positive thoughts. What kind of stimuli is this? I'm talking about a nice picture, a beautiful picture, an inspiring song, a poem that a mental picture of wealth, a mental picture of perfect health, a mental picture of riches, of mansions in heaven, mansions on earth. It's the universal power that's inside this source of creation. This source of creation, which is vibrating at an inconceivably high rate. Now, the universal power that it contains adapts itself to the nature, positive, negative, wealth conscious, poverty conscious, health conscious, to the nature of the thoughts we hold in our minds. And what else does this universal power that is contained in the spirit of God or in the spirit of source that is in all and that is through all of creation? It also influences us in natural ways. It influences us towards what we need in order to transmute our thoughts into their physical equivalents. So it influences us. Our mind becomes a field that perceives thoughts from this ether. That thoughts arise in our minds from this ether in order that in natural ways we are influenced in how we should go about transmuting our thoughts into their physical equivalent. Yes, we are the captains of our souls. We are God. We are God using this thought, this impulse of thought, in order to redefine the quantum field, in order to define our reality, in order to manifest a new world. So I ask you today, what is the nature of your thoughts? And I ask myself, Stash, what is the nature of your thoughts? Have a blessed day. This has been Stash from the Stash Pod. Thank you.